guys, how's it going? What do I got here? Well, this is Scarface, the stroker that I built quite a while ago. It made 9.5 horse in the other trim. I haven't done nothing engine wise. It's got a slightly different muffler, and it is running a different carburetor, and it really seems to like this carburetor better than the one I used to have on it. I got to get a rewind rope. It's super short. This one's not right. When I get my check, I'll have to pick up a rewind rope. I was actually thinking about throwing a new rope in this one and putting this on my 11 horse one and putting Scarface's D-handle rewind back on, like how I used to have it. I still have the cover that one of you viewers gave it the nickname Scarface, and so we went with it. But I did some wheeling and dealing and picked up part 661, transferred. This was missing quite a few parts too, but luckily with the box of 661 stuff I had this part saw, and then I had to buy a few other little parts. I had to put a new intake boot in it. I had to hunt down all this stuff. This clutch drum, actually the clutch drum, and this is off from a 660. That tin plate's off a 660. I believe that's a 660 chain tensioner I got in it. I think this is a 362 side cover, but it's one I welded up, and one of you guys nicknamed it Scarface, and it just sticks. But got pretty decent plastics. Chain brake's fair on it. It's better than the one that used to be on it. Handlebars, not horrible. It's scratched up or whatever. Decent plastics. Decent tank. It's got a little bit of a hairline crack back here, but it doesn't seem to affect its use. I got to get 2 bar nuts. And run it pretty much. See it. See if I can restart with that super short rope. I think she's running pretty good. Yeah, so Scarface lives again. Have to play with it, cut with it, make sure it's good to go. But if I do end up sending, I know I tried to sell it once before when it was in way uglier looking condition. There's build vids on how I did the stroker on this. It's OEM parts, but it is aftermarket crank and piston. I knew with all that crank work I had to do to it, I wanted to do it on an aftermarket one. I didn't, and I'm pretty sure I used an aftermarket piston if I recall. I think I used a Highway or a Meteor, I can't remember. It's probably in the build video. But if I do end up sending her down the road, it will come with a perfectly good running, nothing wrong with this long block at all. This is a perfectly good running stock motor, just in case if something ever shits out, because this is a custom stroker build, and it's not like you can just buy the parts. They got to be made. So like if it ever craps the crank out or piston, so on, at least you're not dead in the water. This is a bone stock, and if I don't end up selling it, then I might hunt down Actually, I thought about buying one of them clone kits and seating OEM case, you know, all the important stuff, and convert this to a carbureted clone slash something or another. But for the time being, if I sell this could go with it, just in case something ever happens to the stroker portion of it. It's not like you can just go and buy parts for the stroker. Yeah. So it's nice to see, you know, I put a ton of work in this. It's nice to see it back together and running again. It wasn't nothing too crazy. It was just a high torque work build. I suspect if I went in and tweaked the numbers some, that we could get more out of it. It seems like my other buddy's stroker that he's got, I think it's in the 11 or 12 horse range. So I know they're capable of making the power. I just don't know if I went hard enough after it. It was more or less to see if I could do it. And 9.5 horse for work saws, not too shabby. It might be a touch more now. It does seem to run a lot better with this carburetor than the carb that I originally had in it. The M-tronic stuff that's in it, other than the carburetor, the solenoid, I put a white solenoid in it. That's out of one of a parts carb I had sitting around. And then the carburetor was off a newer 661. I swapped out the solenoid in it to match the flywheel and the coil and wiring harness off from this one. So other than the carb, all the M-tronic stuff matches. Put a good wiring harness in it. So yeah, it hopefully she'll be a good rammer jammer. But Scarface lives again. Let me know what you guys think. I have not made a video in quite a while. This is the first time I was able to get out of the shop in quite a while. I still need to test run that one some more before shipping it out. I'm hoping I can get some run time on that, testing and tuning before Friday. I don't know if I'm going to make it, but I had a little bit of time. I come out and threw Scarface back together. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. You guys take it easy and have a good one.